What's up, you guys? This is Rob from A Gay Guy Plays, and today on another installment of Rob Reads You Shit that you probably don't want to read yourself, we actually have a follow-up video from yesterday's dev workshop. Yes, we have another one regarding Sanctuary Onslaught. They've got more plans, more tweaks, and all of that kind of stuff. So feel free to go ahead and toss me on in the background, whether you're grinding out some Kuva or digging in deep to Sanctuary Onslaught after the changes, or maybe you're just like doing dishes and shit. Like, go ahead and get all that shit done and let me go ahead and fill you in. So as you can see right here, this is by DE Canor. Hail Tenno, Samaris is not done calibrating. For those keeping score, Sanctuary Onslaught has been live on public for almost a week. Thanks to everyone for your patience while we work through several unexpected kinks. You know how I like them kinks, right? Get it all out, DE Canor. Whoosh. I think it's because Core is still undergoing some changes, you know. But the biggest issue we had to overcome was a nasty case of bad scaling-itis, perhaps a cruel trick from Samaris. Read more details about that in the situation here. I'll go ahead and link to yesterday's installment if you haven't already checked it out, because there are some really wonky scaling things going on. Like in real life, a charger is about 7,000 something hit points, while in the simulacrum or the Sanctuary Onslaught, it's actually only like 1,700 of the same level. It's actually nuts. So go ahead and check that video out if you have not checked it out already. Samaris's recalibrations of the mode have come fast and frequent, so we wanted to share some of our, parentheses, his, plans for Onslaught going forward. And remember, everything here is subject to change, as we do plan on adjusting this mode frequently for this foreseeable future. We got it. Things are gonna change, magic is gonna happen. So they're introducing more efficiency tweaks, which I know that a lot of people definitely had some heartburn about yesterday. They were like, it's gonna be too rough. Don't worry, they got you. We are undoing the passive efficiency drain increase that was added yesterday. Instead of a 10 times drain, the max drain will be the 6 times in both modes, just like it was at release. So they're cooling it down. But in addition to that, the efficiency drain at the start of regular Onslaught has been reduced, allowing players to reach wave 8 more easily. So I do believe they said the efficiency drain at the start of regular Onslaught. This does not count for Elite Onslaught. Elite Onslaught should still be the same, and a regular Onslaught, you'll be able to get to wave 8 a little bit more easily. So if you're looking for core parts, it's not going to be so intense for you guys. Now, the thing that I actually am really excited about is, okay, they took it easy on the efficiency tweaks, but this is where it gets real juicy. Enemy level increase at high levels. In Elite Onslaught, enemies will now scale up to level 280 by zone 25 instead of being capped at 180. I'm like, hey, y'all wanted to rumble, y'all wanted a challenge. I saw everybody in the comments going, listen, it should not be based on how many kills we can get, but based on our skill. Some weird bullshit like that. Or they didn't want it to be based on a timer. They wanted to take on some tough enemies. Boom, bitch, you got your tough enemies. Here it goes. Face some 280s IRL, okay? We still see Onslaught as a more bite-sized gameplay experience, but combined with the efficiency changes above, how far your team can last should be dictated slightly more by your ability to kill instead of hard numeric limits. Spawn flow fixes. This is the one thing that I needed in my life because I had so many issues. It was never about, oh, killing enemies or like, you know, timers or efficiency. Well, I guess it was kind of inefficiency because we didn't have any enemies to kill. I'm like, you give me enemies, we gonna kill them and the efficiency is gonna be fine and dandy. But they are aware that every tile is not created equal, and while we will be watching community we will be watching community for complaints regarding the lack of enemies. This issue needs to be fixed manually by our level designers for each tile. So thanks for bearing with us as we continue tackling this issue over time. Now this part makes me think, this is the future! I didn't even know this was a thing! Friendly reminder, screenshots taken using F6 will contain metadata that helps our programmers identify the tile in question. Please use for all forum bug reports. What? Okay, so if you didn't get that straight, instead of using print screen and sending that in to the forums, make sure you're using F6. I believe it's like the in-game capture screenshot device, and it'll give them bonus information that they can use. So if you're not using F6, start using F6, because apparently this is the future, and they hide like secret messages in their screenshots. Damn, do they know about my Pornhub bookmarks? Shit. Alright. So, ongoing improvements. Once Onslaught's core functionality has been nailed down, we have several ideas on how to spice things up. The random environmental hazards we added yesterday are a good example of this. Warframe is no stranger to live changes, so hopefully this comes as no surprise to longtime players. Bitch, I got a video called Love Nothing. Refer to that, okay? Maybe I'll even link it. Maybe I'll even toss a link up there. But listen, we gotta roll with the punches. Y'all can't be babies about this stuff. Shit moves forward. Alright. They wanted to do an added bonus. Since focus gain is an important aspect to this mode, we're increasing the daily focus cap. In addition to the base limit of 250,000? Did I do that right? 250,000? Yeah, maybe? Players will have an additional 5,000 cap room for each mastery rank they've achieved. This means a mastery rank 20 player will now have a total cap of 350,000? Yes? Did I do it? I think I might have done it. Sometimes I'm really bad at these things. But that is absolutely fantastic, and that kind of follows suit with what I've always said. Mastery rank will not matter until the day it matters. So make sure you rank your shit up. I mean, what else are you doing in Warframe? Catching fish? Is that what your life is right now? You're catching fish. Don't catch fish, rank up your weapons, get those done, and then you'll be able to reap the benefits. Higher standings with certain faction people, more focus a day. I'm just trying to help you out, okay? So, what do you call this? One final comment about enemy scaling. This game mode won't be the place where we tackle that. Apologies if anyone felt that this was a secret experiment for enemy scaling. Why y'all so paranoid? Why y'all got like these, Illuminati theories in your brain? Get it out. We would have told you in advance if that was the case. Whether or not you love the easier enemies, I hope you didn't love the easier enemies. I mean, it was a nice ego boost, but literally, you weren't fighting jack shit. Don't feel like you were better than you were fighting those easy-ass enemies. If you want a challenge, go get a challenge. It is simply not part of this, and we have a lot of issues to solve before we can even begin that path. We apologize for any undue stress the process of making changes causes. The host migration bugs are frustrating, and the changes sometimes not quick enough or too confusing, but we are still working on things. Thanks, everyone. So we've got some really nice changes. I don't know when they're going to implement this. Hopefully today in a hot fix, because I'm still waiting on Cora's buffs, which I'm really, really excited about. So maybe that'll come through today or sometime later this week. However, I'm excited to see exactly what they've got going on. And this is also a big nod for me, pushing you guys to the forums every single time and saying, make sure that you are leaving your feedback, because legitimately DE listens, and for anybody who doesn't believe that they listen, this just goes to show that they do. Rebecca was actually on stream yesterday, and when I say on stream, at her house, personally streaming, playing the game, and getting a feel for exactly what was going on anyway. Right? And there's so many people out there within our community that will jump to things like DE doesn't play their own game. I can tell you right now that one of the big programmers, DE Glenn, is consistently streaming the game. He's not just even playing it in private, he is legitimately playing it on stream. I know for a fact that DE employees they don't get day one access like Warframe partners do. They actually have to grind out all of their stuff themselves. If they want to buy anything, they actually have to buy it with their own money. It's never handed to them by DE. I know because I've had a couple of them in my streams and we've talked about those kind of things. So everything that you see that they've had, they've actually earned. They've farmed, they've earned, they've done that. So for those people out there that are like, no, they don't play the game. Look at Rebecca. She's a better PvE or PvP player than I am. She is scary on the Lunaro field. She plays the game. And if you take a look at DE Glenn, he does the exact same thing too. I don't know if he's that good though. I'm taking it back. I know he tests shit and he's scientific, but we'll see. He will show you feet occasionally, though. Regardless, that does about do it for me for now. I hope you guys are excited about these changes. I can't wait to see them go live. Also, for those of you guys who are curious, because I have talked a lot about this on my social media, I just released a video on my second channel about the keto diet that I'm currently on. I'm already down 14 pounds, so if you guys want to check out how I did that and what this diet is all about, I'll go ahead and leave a link somewhere to it. Also, a lot of the things out there that you're like, oh, I gotta give X, Y, and Z up, you just gotta be a little creative. Last week, I made fried chicken. That's right, I made fried chicken. I can't have normal breading on fried chicken, but you know what I can do? I can crush up some pork rinds, get some egg on those chicken thighs, and I can go ahead and crust them up and make fried, crispy, fried, crunchy chicken. It was so good. We'll find out what happens, but go ahead and check that one out. But that about does it for me. So as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and where my core fixes, I want them now. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.